The most radical event I think we've ever seen in surfing history just went down on the island of Maui. Now transitioning to one of the most exciting showdowns here at the Billabong Pipe Masters in loving memory of Andy Iron.
Oh, look at the size of this wave as he grabs the rail. Just trying to set that inside rail there, and it just skipped out of the water. Oh my goodness, that thing just pounded him, picked him up and slammed him down. You got to give him A for effort on that occasion, that's for sure.
Big time. Thinking about starting your heat like that, already dealing with a heavy beating. 0.93 now back in the line for priority with 22.5 to go. You think about the high scoring rides in the event so far, it's from the younger surfers like Jack Robinson, pushing the limits with no grab. Here comes a solid opportunity for Jack. He comes flying out, total control. A surfer from Western Australia getting into the trials as the Billabong wild card and earning it. Love watching his approach in hollow wave.
You know, you talk about the ability to charge in heavy slabbing waves. You know, a couple of years ago at Chopu when we had that big swell, Joe, every single morning he was out. Look at this, driving through that section right there. Comes out nice and clean. So Jack Robinson opens up with a cracker and will take the lead.
Jack Robinson has always mentioned he's been watching the approach of Andy Irons in video. He wants to knife it into the barrel and take off late and push to Briding.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing, Joe. Just perfect positioning, perfect timing. You know, coming from Western Australia too, he's got the benefit of riding sort of chunky, solid waves. You know, you've got some pretty gnarly waves. The Box, North Point, you know, there's that wave called Cow Bomby that breaks way out at sea. There's the Womb, which is a heavy slabbing left-hand barrel. So, you know, he's got that, he's very fortunate to grow up in that place to get used to those bigger, heavier waves.
So a big score for Jack Robinson. Once again, an 8.43 to take the lead. He's got a full-time job, but loves packing barrels every time the Triple Crown comes to town. Here's Griffin Colapinto side slipping into the pit.
Oh my
He lets go of the rail to stand up tall and packs a heavy closeout section. What a dramatic free fall from the young grommet from San Clemente, California.
A really committed approach right there from the young kid.
So impressive to see Griffin step up to this putts.
Yeah, look at this late drop, and he slides down sideways. Somehow manages to re-engage those fins and hang on. I mean, that was just confidence right there to make that drop pull in. It would have been a miracle if he came out of that, but just to make the drop itself, I reckon deserves big points.
To stay on your board, committed when your fins are sliding out, Griffin Colapinto will get a decent number for that, a 3.0, even though it was a big closeout. There's Jack Robinson out in front, courtesy of an 8.43. Now more waves on the way. San Clemente's Griffin Colapinto. Just a little set up and out. 1.17 is Griffin's second scoring ride, which is keeping him in an advancing position. You'd see how much that meant to the Kauaian surfer, just being able to showcase his talent in hollow conditions. Paddling now is Kaimana. And he's just going to take a drop to kick out. But with 5 minutes to go, he knew he had to get started putts.
Yeah, he did. And then all of a sudden, there they are, and you have to go.
Now at the 3-minute mark, in position is Griffin Colapinto. Big section to come around now. It's going wide open. He packs another heavy closeout section. Representing San Clemente, a little wave called T Street. Obviously lower trestles down there too, but Griffin showing that he's not afraid to pack a huge closeout here at Pipeline.
Wow, T Street. Nothing like this place, is it? But a fun wave nonetheless. But, you know, just a 17-year-old kid surfing like a man out there, along with Jack Robinson, who dropped a massive score, an 8.43.
Now next wave setting up for Kaimana. Beautiful stall, putting his whole body in the wave. Backhand will pop out and ends up getting a completion. So second score coming in for a Kaimana, and now setting this one up is Gavin Gillette. He'll get nice and deep. Tries to set up for a high line exit, but he'll get swallowed up and taken down.
Yeah, that's no exit on that occasion, but Gavin Gillette with just a 0.93, so he also had to just kind of get the ball rolling.
Last score for Griffin, 1.93. Kaimana second, a 2.33 as we look at the replay.
Yeah, Jack Robinson's just amazing in the barrel on the backhand. Look at his positioning, his timing. He's got a great style, great technique as well, and just manages to come out and then squeeze out at the end of that one there. So That all comes down to timing. That all comes down to how much you drag, how much you slow yourself down will determine that exit. Had he slowed down too much, he wouldn't have been able to make it out. So you look at his, he's got a really high wave IQ, and that's allowed him to exit that barrel.
So now more waves on the way, setting up this nice hollow one without the grab, and coming out is Griffin Colapinto. A stylish entry to this wave at pipe. Still heading into the inside corner. Snaps it off the top. Little closeout hack for Griffin. Another attempt behind him there. We'll see who pulled into that closeout. Looks like Jack Robinson backing up the 8.43.
Yeah, Jack just knew he was looking for something, you know. It's looking pretty comfortable here at the moment.
Well, Griffin's had the opportunity to stay at the Billabong house multiple times, and you can see he's styling through tubes.
I love that bottom turn, no grab, bottom turn straight into the barrel. That's just a real solid ability to, and this is Griffin's wave here. Look at that no grab as well, standing tall in that one. He comes out, so this is going to be Griffin's best wave, I reckon. Nice little barrel from him. Obviously a very tough round one hit. Look at that, no grab, standing tall in that barrel right there. Such confidence for such a young grommet.
Scores coming in for Griffin Colapinto as we run out of time in this first quarterfinal. The commitment to let go of the rail. These young guns are pushing the limits here at Pipeline. Remember, he packed a couple of big closeouts. He got a crazy three-point ride to kick things off, so that he wanted to charge. And that last score will be moving into his top two. He's looking safe to potentially go to the semifinal spots.
Wow, that was amazing surfing there from Griffin.
The young surfers in the first quarterfinal moving into the semifinals. Jack Robinson taking the win, and Griffin Colapinto from San Clemente, California will be competing later on today here in the Pipe Invitational.